Okay, we are live. Hopefully, notification to go out now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine just went out.
Okay.
Everything's trying to refresh. But yeah, this was very, very sleepy week of soaps.
Mm-hmm.
And it was last week of sweeps. You thought it was going to be something. But no.
Oh, it was something, all right.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Let's see. Do you see anybody join theirs yesterday's enterprise? Hello.
Hi. Very brand new.
Any other people coming in? How many, if you see any?
Slowly coming in. I think the notifications uh, going out. Sometimes it takes a quick second.
Yeah, I saw mine about a minute ago. Hey, Melissa.
So the usual suspects,
Mm.
Ace Soapies. Did you ever get Thanksgiving though?
Oh, God, girl, I was so glad to get off my doggone feet.
They made you do all the cooking?
No, well, there was three of us doing some cooking, so, but still.
It was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Now I did everything. I was gonna do it all in one day. I was not gonna cook on Thanksgiving Day.
Mm.
I I want to eat my food and I want to enjoy the day. But hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. And everybody got some shopping in today.
Oh my lord, the traffic today
Mm-hmm.
was insane because I live it's called over here by International Drive. It's
Mm-hmm.
a huge like tourist spot, and like up the street is Universal
Mm-hmm.
of Orlando.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's like malls in every which direction, so the traffic just to get out was just crazy.
Wow. Yeah, girl, we did me and my future hubby, we did a well, he went and did some shopping online last night, so we ain't finna
Hmm.
get out none of that mess.
Yeah,
I think I
it,
went to
it
two stores today and knew exactly what I was looking for, and I came on out. I
yep.
will say Old Navy did have a good sale on. They had like $5 Christmas pajamas.
Hmm.
So a lot of people was up in there scooping that up. We got a couple because we all planning on wearing matching pajamas and taking photos and stuff like that.
Oh, that's so cute.
So yeah, we.
I
Hmm.
I said that's so cute. That's the best way to go is to shop online right
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Melissa. She said I spent Thanksgiving alone and Christmas will be the same, just like every year since my mom passed. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that,
Aw,
Melissa.
we're here for you.
Yeah, well, that's why we're here talking soaps, girl.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for you, but you don't have to worry about being alone. I it was me, my son, and I had a couple of family members here. They were some of my family was supposed to come down here for Florida
Mhm.
um, for Thanksgiving for my son's birthday.
Mhm.
It's this coming Tuesday.
Right. Mhm.
But the shutdown and all the other stuff kind of,
Through that. Yeah. Gotcha.
yeah. And like the ticket prices, they skyrocketed. It was a lot, but I enjoyed my food though.
Okay. Yeah, it was. It wasn't a big thing. It was, like five of us, so we just made it what it was. And my oldest, their birthday is Sunday, so we got dinner plans and stuff this weekend. So I get hit every end of the year. Every, I think I've
Yeah.
said this before. My son October, my oldest November, my hubby is November, and then there's Christmas, and it's just like, oh my god, So I
Yeah.
look
At
for.
least
Mm-hmm.
at least we get to start a brand new year. Can you believe we're approaching December now?
Girl, we say this every year since we had this podcast 22, 23, 24, 25. Now we're going into 26. We say the same thing
Jesus.
every year.
Why is it going by so fast?
Girl, I guess because we come on here, we have a good time, we talk every week just about, and before you know it, it's a whole new week, and then we talk about it, and another new week, and we talk about it, and we go through 52 weeks, and we talk about them. Hey, Aisha. Hello, hello. Somebody else came in new in the chat that I spoke to. V somebody. Hold on. V
Elia
Lewis.
Milton.
V Lewis, Eula Hamilton. I see some new faces in the room. So, all right. I know we're talking Thanksgiving stuff. Hopefully, you guys had an amazing holiday with your family. If it was just quiet time for you, that's cool too. Some people, hey, it was a day off work. And now we are here to talk about whatever we ended November sweeps with, which was not much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the November sweeps with a bunch of garbage to sweep up, apparently.
yeah, I know, right? All right, so welcome you guys to Soap Corner Talk, where Bree and I will be unpacking this short week of The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, and Beyond the Gates, representing November 24th, 25th, and 26th. Beyond the Gates only had 2 episodes this week, and then we had a repeat on Wednesday. And then we only had 3 episodes for Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful, which was pretty much about the holiday in Luna on Bold. So
Yeah.
I know this probably was going to be a quick one. I mean, unless we really, because to me, it's almost like a blur.
Yeah.
But I still
Um,
wanted to give you guys some conversation, and we will be back on track with the recaps because the last couple weeks has been extremely busy for me with the holiday, with 2 back-to-back birthdays in less than 10 days. And so, yeah, the schedule has just been crazy. So we will, and work that too. And so we'll be back on track for December 1st, which is Monday, with the daily recaps and then anything I find interesting because after watching Monday's episode, I have a lot to say about Adam Newman.
I had a lot to say about Kane and Lily. It was a very insightful episode.
Girl, I am just so disappointed in Adam.
Mm.
You look like his little barky bark dog, and Victor is just sitting there like, yeah, like
He
down boy.
he took Nick's place.
Girl, and then you sat up there and told that bold faced, bald headed lie, talking about how they were trapped down there. I wish they would have had Kane says, well, you weren't trapped. I found out from my staff that you came and went.
It's a known thing. He actually knew about that. He
And he
knows.
won't open up his mouth to say anything to call him out and say trapped. You were free to leave. Your son was able to show up and you chose to stay, Victor. I just, that whole scene, I wanted to throw something.
That the fact that this man wanted to give up his fortune made me want to throw something.
Oh, girl, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. I'm for sure next week. We're gonna have a lot to talk about
Oh yeah.
for
Mm-hmm.
sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get this week over with.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, we got a super chat. Thank you, Mari. She said, "I hope you ladies had a lovely Thanksgiving." Yeah, we had a busy Thanksgiving. It's a busy weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, if Thanksgiving happened toward the third week of the month, I get a week's break before my oldest birthday. But this week, Thanksgiving was on the 27th. The birthday is on the 30th. Oh my goodness! So it's just,
Oh wow.
yeah. Yeah, and not including the hubby's birthday, which was the 18th. So, yeah, it's been a busy last week and a half or so.
I see that. I had to get ready for my baby's birthday on
Yeah, your
Tuesday.
baby got a birthday coming up too, so and then Christmas. So I just I'm like I have to.
Well, we hope you had a good one too, Maury. Everybody. Hope you
Right.
guys had a good Thanksgiving.
Mhm. All right. Let's get back into this whole thing with Y&R for this past week. And I mean, pretty much um we had Phyllis getting a shock after whoa.
So sorry.
Somebody
Some
driving,
it's
speeding up behind you, huh, girl?
Yeah, it's the motorcycle. So sorry about that, guys.
Oh, look at that. Somebody said that somebody, twin nieces, Mari's twin niece's birthday was yesterday. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, happy birthday. Thanksgiving
Yeah,
too.
happy. Yeah, on Thanksgiving. Yep, yep. Okay, so pretty much on Monday, Bree, it was more of the aftermath of the nuptials of Danny and Christine. And we have Phyllis give a shocker when crashing the wedding reception and
Mm-hmm.
pretty much giving them their well wishes. Kane was standing nearby. What did you think of that whole scene?
For Phyllis, that was big of her. Um, I think she felt a way after her son said he's never saw his dad happier, because
Mm-hmm.
that's when she spoke up. I think that was probably like a dagger in her heart, and of course Phyllis is going to be her and going to just react. But I didn't like everyone else's reaction.
I agree. So let's unpack that for a minute because Michael, Daniel, and even the people around, once she gave that heart, because see, here's the thing that I notice about Genoa City. When you're doing wrong, they love to throw stones. But when you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to change or you give a glimpse of trying to do something different, either they don't believe you or they like, yeah, whatever. It's like, okay, do you want them to go and do for the better or not?
Yeah, and this is completely out of her character to do this. But she said, "Hey, you got your man. You won. Congratulations. I'm truly happy for you." Whether she meant it or not, at least it closes the door of, like, I don't want to say awkwardness,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes if you speak something into existence, it'll eventually come true. So she may not, let's say she doesn't mean what she says. That's what
Mm-hmm.
she told Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Later down the line, that eventually she'll be happy for them, or at least be able to move on from them.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone in that room is either a cheater, a liar, has stolen somebody's man, has gaslit somebody. No one is in a position to be all high and mighty. They could have, like, at least clapped or something, because look, if they're doing toasts and whatnot, she said something respectful. She didn't call out her name. Uh, they all had this assumption that she gave the girl some flowers just that gave her allergic reaction. It wasn't even her, it was Esther. She
Mm-hmm.
hasn't really bothered them.
No,
Nothing.
no. I mean, and I expect that from like Diane or maybe even Abby. But Michael, what
I'm
was
like,
that about? The frown
I'm like,
faces. I'm like, okay, she said, "Listen, girl, you persistent. You got your man. You didn't let nothing get in your way. I couldn't be happier for you." I mean, even Christine was snarky talking about, "Oh no, let her talk cuz this is going to be entertaining." And she came from a whole different direction and it was still a situation of them like, okay, whatever. Nobody clapped. Nobody said cheers. Nobody said nothing. They just looked at her as a nuisance, even though she gave well wishes. Even when she left Kane's room with him and Christine and Danny came down the hallway, they were already on the defense. And she was like, look, I'm gonna let y'all have that. Good luck, enjoy yourselves, good riddance. And they were still looking at her like, okay. What do you want? Do you want her to be nice to you or not?
Right. I feel like they didn't know how to really react
No.
because they're so quick to jump to the negative, but at the same time, she's given them reason to do so in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're turning a page and you're happy and wedded bliss and whatnot, she walked out her hotel room with a whole other man. You should be cheerleading for this, whether
Exactly.
it's a relationship or not. Like, she's not trying to come after you.
Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm gonna let
So
it go. Just let them do them.
yeah, I didn't like how Diane was talking about Phyllis at the Abbott house, saying like, "Oh well, Phyllis made the toast all about herself."
How?
No, because she said something. She breathed everybody's air. Apparently, I'm like, ma'am. Once again, you of all people cannot say nothing. That's the
Yes.
part I don't like about Genoa City. Everyone has done something horrible
Girl,
thing.
Bree, did you hear how she was talking on Monday? Who was she talking about? Diane. And then she was calling somebody horrible and terrible person. And I'm like, girl,
I think that was Phyllis.
she was talking about somebody. I got to go back and see what that is. And when she said that, I'm like, girl, you have no room to talk. You got
None.
in real comfortable as being the matriarch of the Abbott family, and then you got the nerve to speak down on how somebody else is moving when you was moving foul yourself.
For years.
Girl, if you, that's
And
what I, and see, that's why I really got some content that I really want to talk about. Now, I probably will put that in my standalone between the situation with Lily, what Diane had to say, and Adam, because they really annoyed me for Monday's episode.
like just high and mighty as if they could do no wrong. I'm like, we could go back and
Mm-hmm.
look at all your transgressions,
I know,
all of them.
right?
But no one is above the other in Genoa City, and I think that's part of Phyllis's point. They pick and choose who they want to forgive, and she was right about that.
Yep.
And it's just unnerving sometimes how all those people in the room, especially Michael with his sourpuss face, like just scrunching up his face about Phyllis. I'm like, sir, have you forgotten what you've done to Christine? You should be under the jail, but yet you're officiating her wedding. And I found it interesting how she was able to forgive him, but on pins and needles when it comes to
Right.
Phyllis.
Girl, there's so many hypocrites in that town. It's
Mm-hmm.
insane. And I'm telling you, it really stood out to me. Like I said on the Monday episode, I was so disappointed. Well, Lily has always been annoying. Diane had a couple things to say, but Adam really irked me. I'm like, dude, let's not act like you weren't on the outs of this family for years. They just started talking to you. And now you want to act like the guard dog of the Newman family.
I mean, he's buddy with Victoria, and I'm like, hell froze
Exactly.
over then. Like she there's no snarky comments about being in the same room with him. They were trying to be unified as a family, but he's taking the place of Nick because Nick is doing all this stuff that's going on in LA. So he is now the new lackey until
Right.
Nick gets back.
So, speaking of Nicholas, that takes us to Tuesday's episode where Nick and Sharon search for Noah and Sienna.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Sienna and Noah are in some locked up in some place or whatever. I don't know. What do you think about this storyline? Is it of interest to you?
Um, in comparison to what else they're showcasing, we get some new characters. There's a little momentum. I just thought that episode just stood very stagnant because they're having this whole conversation behind a warehouse,
Right.
like
And it looked
looking
like the
under the
same
trash.
area when they were looking for Sharon and Phyllis. It looked like the same setup.
Yes, I agree. And I'm like, you checking underneath the trash and like you're not gonna bang on the doors like nothing. They just stand there, have a flashback, and then they're like, oh, maybe we should go look here. That they did that the entire episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, y'all standing there is not gonna help you find your son.
Exactly. Girl,
And
none of
I
that
don't
made sense to me.
and the flashback scenes didn't make any sense. So he wants to play a game with you to find your son and leading to what? I was just lost.
Yeah, I don't know what I just think just like when they started off with the whole Aristotle, Damien, and Holden thing back around this time last year, they didn't know where they were going to go with this. I really truly don't think they know where they want to go with this storyline. I could be wrong. Obviously, they're filming weeks in advance, but it's like, okay, and this is supposed to be interesting. How? For what
I don't
purpose?
know.
Because I
Like,
mean, a lot. This guy is probably, and I mean, I know that there's some long time fans of YNR, right? But this is
mm-hmm.
something that happened, what, almost 40 years ago, 30 years ago, right? When she was a teenager with this guy, Matt Clark. Some of us
Yep.
don't even remember. I mean, we might have some of the older generation that might maybe remember that storyline unless you go back and watch the old episodes. But it's like, what are we supposed to find interesting with this now?
And I have a gripe because, like, this is another man that they dusted off from Sharon's past. We just did this with Cameron Kirsten
Yep.
in
That
his
girl can't
shirt.
catch a break.
She really can't. They said, look, we gonna wear you out all of last year and this year.
Exactly. It's like this girl can't catch a break. It's like, what?
It's been a never-ending cycle with Sharon because she went through like the switching of her meds. What was like the early summer
Mm-hmm.
of last year, and then all the stuff with Heather, and then Laurent, and like I'm like, she really can't catch a break. The only break that she had was off screen when they went to London,
Exactly.
and that was for a short period of time. And then they had all this stuff that happened in Nice, and now all this stuff with Mariah and her son. I'm like, good lord.
I know, right? The girl can't catch a break. I mean, originally she lost Ray, and then after that
Mm-hmm.
it was just a string of bad incidents or bad events up till
Actually,
now.
prior to Ray passing, she was dealing with breast cancer
That is true. Yep.
and a mental breakdown because she had the split personality thing again. It was just a lot of different things that just happened to this woman. She really hasn't caught a break except for when she was sleeping with Chance.
Exactly. Yep.
Like,
So
that would brighten anybody's day.
yeah. So I don't know. I guess as this starts to materialize with this Matt Clark guy, we got a new recast of Noah. The Sienna character, I guess they'll be here for Christmas in Genoa City. So we'll
Yeah.
see how all of that connects the dots from LA to here. We saw the previews for next week where Victor is going to end up down there at the bar. I'm like, what you gonna do except try to threaten somebody? So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Also on Tuesday, we saw Harrison put on pressure to Claire, and the Abbotts, and ended up with a plethora of pumpkin pie.
Man, I'm like, how many people are bringing pumpkin pies? Like, good Lord.
I know.
But it started off with Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "You should just stop by and see Harrison. He'd be so happy to see you." She's like, "Oh, okay, I guess." She didn't want to go there. She didn't want to be
But
there.
then
He
that's
had to
her
use.
fault. If you really truly don't want to be there, don't go. Now, granted, she gonna eventually have. If she's not gonna get in a relationship with Kyle moving forward, even though she's giving him mixed signals with that kiss that she left at the door.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that some kind of way they need to break the news to Harrison because this little boy is still thinking that these two are still in a relationship.
Thank you. I'm like, Kyle. She doesn't owe that explanation. That's his daddy who has to do that. Same way he had no problem breaking that news about him and Summer splitting up.
Right?
Do the same thing with Claire, but he wants to use this boy to try to lure her back around his circle. And I think
Mm-hmm.
his family was kind of pushed it too. Um, but I don't think she really had a change of heart. I feel like she's just keeping that door cracked. She knows she can come back at any point in time. The family's going to welcome her, but she wants to go out and play.
Yeah, but that's what I mean by mixed signals because she telling her grandma, I ain't ready. I don't want no relationship right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, you put Holden in the friend zone, even though you're like, hey, we can be friends, but she want to dip her toe in the Kool Aid when she wants to. And then you got Kyle over here who has been, like you say, using, even though he say he's not. But obviously, he's being passive aggressive by throwing Harrison into conversations. And then she turns around and at the door, because she could have kept on walking and said, good night, Kyle. But you kissed this
Mm-hmm.
man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, girl, listen, if you don't want to be in a relationship, you need to tell these dudes. Now, if they're okay with it, and saying, well, hey, we don't have to be in a relationship, we could just kick it. That's one thing. But she know Kyle wants to be in a relationship with her, and Holden has made his intentions known.
She's aware of that.
Yep, but
I
she,
think
mm-hmm,
one thing I respect about her is she's told these men flat out to their face, I don't want to be with you for such and such reasons. I want to just do my own thing. These men are not listening to her. You got Kyle holding out hope to throw in his son as bait, and you got Holden look like an idiot dragging up stuff from his past. They got nothing to do with her to try to lure her back to show that he can be trustworthy. She knows what she's doing. She keeps saying, "Hey, I want nothing," but these men are trying to still compete for her, and she's allowing this to happen.
yep. Hey, Vita, welcome in, you guys. She said, hi, friends from Denver. Hey, LaShawn
Hi.
Sherd, Cynthia Chain, all of y'all strolling on in here. Welcome in. We talking
Oh,
wiring our drama for this short week,
yeah, lack thereof,
or
really.
lack thereof, right? But okay, so then I guess it's up to Kyle and Holden to say when she goes in and play these little mixed signal games to say, no, 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 mm-mm. You want to be friends? Let's keep it that way. You're not going to sit up here and say, yeah, I don't want anything. I just want to be friends. And then she talk trash and be mean and all this sort of kind of stuff to Kyle. And then you want to throw a kiss his way too. He needs to set some boundaries then. But obviously, he's hoping that she has a change of heart, which is why he's allowing these things to happen.
And he already senses that something happened between her and Holden. I'm like, you still
Want exactly.
want her? Like she didn't got it on with that man 3 times in one night. She
Mm.
been wanting
Now, of course, he don't know that
him.
much.
Look, maybe that needs to come out.
I know,
Maybe
right?
Arla needs to bring that out. She was like, look, Claire's been riding the carousel all throughout LA. You still want that, Kyle?
You think Audra knows? She probably have an idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I even still, she can still spin it and say like, "How well do you know Claire and Holden's connection? They're moving like a couple," and that's gonna prompt him to ask. And I think Claire would be honest. She's like, "Yeah, we it's none of your business, but yeah, we hooked up. I wanted to." And
Wow.
then what is he gonna do?
Exactly.
He would look like a
Ah.
whole fool.
What else went on at that besides that with Harrison? What else went on there? I don't remember except
Nothing.
the whole pumpkin pie fiasco, but
Yeah, and apparently Sally is like the world's best cook, and her pumpkin pie won awards, and you got Ashley that popped up for the holidays. That was it.
mhm. Okay. So cuz I was wondering, I'm like, let me see. Oh, I guess that takes us on to the Thursday episode. Let me see.
Was there a Thursday
I mean,
episode?
not Thursday, Wednesday. Sorry about
Mm-hmm.
that. The Wednesday episode where the it says the hold on. Nate make amends. Claire kiss. That's where we saw Claire kiss Kyle on Wednesday, and Victor hides the truth from Nikki.
Nate. I almost forgot about Nate. I'm like, you're pulling exactly what Kyle had to do. He had to buy gifts to try to warm Victor and Nikki's heart. I'm like, you are a whole fool. You going back for a third time again. He's
Mm-hmm.
only nice. Victor's only nice to you when it's convenient for him. He's nice on Thanksgiving. But December 1st rolls around, or actually, correction, the day after Thanksgiving, it's all up in smoke. He's so mad that you try to take him to a psych ward, even though this is something he set up in motion on his own to try to see which one of his kids or whoever was around and was going to set him up or something. You still want to be amongst the Newmans. Why? That is
Exactly.
crazy to me. I don't feel sorry for this man at all.
You
Whatever's
talking about
about to
Michael?
happen. No, no, I'm talking about Nate.
Oh, Nate. Oh, your God, yes. We was
I
talking about that.
he didn't lost his mind. He's like, "Oh, I brought you your favorite tequila." He's like, and you got Victor, who's the pettiest man of all time. He's never going to forget what Nate did.
Yeah, I don't even
He's nice.
understand why he even wants to go through round three with that family.
Yeah, couldn't be me. I mean, you choosing to be a glutton for punishment. And my thing is, you have a PhD. You're supposed to be smart.
Yeah. I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, dude, you almost lost your medical license when you dated Abby. You turn around and you get with her sister Victoria years later, and then come to find out that, even though Victor was playing crazy, he was playing like he was not cognitive. And of course, as a doctor, he's like, listen, something ain't right. You need to go sign up for something. And this man's like, oh, you tried to put me in the thing, and got him ostracized from the family, and Victoria did nothing to save his butt. And then you want to
No,
go around, come back over there. And of course, Victor's like, I ain't forget about what you did. You tried to put me in the hospital. And you still want to stick around for that?
of all things, you want to try to get with Victoria. Just like you said, couldn't even defend this man. She sided with Adam at that
Mm-hmm.
time. So, like, oh, yeah, my dad wouldn't do anything like that. And she moved right on to Cole after that. And you want to really just be a glutton for punishment. This is what he gets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I would have rather they write a storyline where he went back to being a doctor, not a relationship. Have him go back to being a doctor because we never see him. We've never seen the Winter's office. We never really see either three of them go to work. I'm like, have him go back to being a doctor.
Yeah, I
I would have
prefer
been
that.
perfectly fine.
I liked him, but there's no technically. I mean, we haven't seen obviously Elena, but we have no doctor on the show. I mean,
Mm-mm.
on Bold we got Finn, we got Lee. You know, we had
Bridget
Grace,
sometimes.
but Grace is gone. And then on Beyond the Gates, we got several doctors over there. But there's
Different specialties too.
exactly. But on YNR, y'all don't have a doctor
Or a cop.
or a cop. Because we got Baker on Bold, and then we got, Jacob and his dad and all them folks over there. You know, Elon and, I forgot that other guy name that was talking to Leslie.
Oh, Malone.
Malone, right. So, I mean, all the different career choices it seems that we have on the other soaps, but Young and the Restless, we have no doctor and no police.
Yeah, everyone is just a business tech mogul. Um, I guess all the other like doctors are over in LA. There's like no hospitals, there's no police station,
Hmm.
nothing in Genoa City.
Right.
Oh well, that's creative writers, producers. We're just throwing some things out that would help and make things make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that whole thing was crazy. And then Victor hiding the truth from Nikki.
And I'm like, I guess. Um, uh, and I'm like, just it's more the same. She knows her husband keeps secrets from her. Is why he will dangle a company, a car, diamonds, and just divert her attention elsewhere. This is why she calls herself being upset for him trying to go after Jabot, but he always misdirects her or points her in a different direction. He's like, okay, I understand. Victor's not toxic.
Mm.
This is he's just doing this to protect our family.
Girl.
So yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
she she know how to play her role, play her whole position, just act delirious. So
Act
at least she
delirious.
asked.
Exactly.
She can't say she didn't ask. She asked.
How many people we got in the chat? I'm just curious.
Oh, what we got going on? Almost 50 people.
Okay. You guys, make sure y'all hit that like button, by the way. Tap this like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. By hitting the likes, it lets the algorithm know that this is interesting content and therefore, hopefully bring us some new soapies in the building along with you wonderful soapies. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. And then of course that led us into the whole Thanksgiving holiday. But it was what it was. I guess the interesting things that we talked about today was what probably stuck out the most. But
Did we
I
talk about Pam and Phyllis
no, we did not.
at the coffee shop?
Oh, and then Lily walked in or was listening. Yeah, okay. So there was a little back and forth between Kane and Lily, and then Phyllis decided she wanted to play Miss Volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Lily is in this back and forth with her. And of course, Lily leaves. They have some conversation about her, meaning Kane was talking about her, Phyllis, and what she got going on. What's this new career path, and and then Lily come back and she's listening to them now. So yeah, pretty. I don't know. What did you think about that scene?
I I find it interesting. How Lily said, I want nothing to do with this man. I like if I see him, I'm gonna go the other direction. And she's completely changed her tune. She started to smile. They had a little flirtation thing. And you see her like talk sideways as either you're invested in what's going on with Kane and his company or you're not. And then she likes to use her kids as an excuse, like, well, my kids deserve a father that they remember as being a good man, and Phyllis is not a good influence. Who are you to say who should be in his life and who's an influence for him?
Mm-hmm.
This man is capable of making his own choices. But I find it interesting how Phyllis got upset and she walked out. He's chasing after Phyllis. And she's like, look, you need to pick a side and
Right.
stay there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more to see what we get also on Monday, too. And he needs to. He is two-faced.
Yeah,
It's
he
like
is.
it's like he has this chemistry and his dynamic with Phyllis, and we all get a little excited because of like this new, fresh, pairing. And then we see him completely simp out for Lily, talking about, I want to give up my fortune. I'll be perfectly fine being broke as long as you give me a chance. And you got Lily saying, like, well, it's a good start.
Yep.
So it's like, I can't respect him.
Yeah, I can't wait to well, I would hope that he got some plan that nobody expects. But if y'all brought this man back here to show that he acquired all this wealth in 6 years, only to throw it in the trash by not trusting Phyllis, by simping out for Lily, and then, as we'll see on Monday, sell whatever's left of Arabesque to Victor Newman, and he's just he's just a regular guy. What do we go through 2025 for?
Right. Literally from start to finish, they brought in Holden and Damien, and he just left Holden hanging. Um,
Right.
I found that interesting. We haven't seen not one scene with him talking with Holden about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But you brought in these two new characters just to lure them in. You get rid of one and you get rid of a legacy character, and he's had this whole wants to do a whole hostile takeover and do this only to just be penniless.
Right.
And on top of that, he's willing to do that. He wants to do that.
Thinking but this all goes to back to, and I don't want to give it all away because I don't know if everybody's seen or who's seen the Monday's episode. But spoiler alert, like what Phyllis says, he did all of this for you and your kids, only to come back to this and he throwing it all away. And she, as she put it, you dangling a carrot in front of him and then hitting him in the head with it.
And it's not even worth it. And Lily couldn't just own up to it.
Nope.
She checkmated everything Lily said. Everything we've been saying about Lily on the podcast came out to that Monday's episode. You guys need to check that out. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But Kane looked incredibly weak in Monday's episode. He's been looking very weak ever since he said that he wanted to give up his entire fortune. He made it a big deal saying, like, I did all of this for my kid's legacy. So now you want to just hand it over and just give it up? You didn't set anything in place to protect yourself as a billionaire. It took Phyllis going around your system, stealing it, handing it to Victor, and this is what you're doing. And you're perfectly fine giving it up for Lily in hopes of her looking your direction and
Yeah.
appeasing her.
I have you destroy your entire empire just to get in her good grace. I just There's no way this man has done more than anybody in Genoa City ever has done. And this is what you end up writers. What do you what there's better be something that he's just going to jump out and say gotcha with. It better be. Otherwise, this was a useless storyline for Kane.
And for Phyllis, really,
Yeah.
because we were hoping she'd get a new love interest. It was it showcases that whole niece thing where he got everybody to go to his chateau was really for nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. This whole AI software they've been talking about for the past couple of months was for nothing.
Yep.
Like, I was hoping he would really collect properties and collect
Mhm.
businesses. And I'm like, there's got to be something. We're missing something.
I hope
Has to
so,
be.
girl. I hope there's a gotcha moment with Kane where, maybe he put a virus in the company and the Newmans buy it and blends it in with the Newman company and infiltrates it from within. It better be something. If this man is going to sell his company or Victor get his hands on it only to have him under his thumb, yeah, I'm disappointed in that.
And since they write us a few weeks ahead, I'll try to keep this quick. It would be in the writers and producers' best interests for this to be all part of Phyllis's and Kane's plan, because
Mhm.
we go back to the scene from about a month and a half ago. He is, after that story came out from Newman Media about him, he
Mhm.
wanted to change and fix his image and keep his hands clean, but he still wanted to do the takeover. If we can get a flashback of Phyllis and Kane orchestrating something, because the fact that she was willing to go to Victor with that
Mhm.
AI software
Mhm.
and it's kind of just letting him do his thing with it was always odd to me. And they know there's a kill switch for it, but he's getting Lily back in his direction. He's starting to look like a good guy, and he's getting Victor to play with something that has a kill switch control, so someone can stop Victor in his tracks from what he's doing. So just some little tidbits. If this is the direction we're going in, where it's part of Phyllis and Kane's plan, I
Mhm.
can see that happening. And it also give Crystal Khalil an exit to leave as well, um, for her maternity leave, because Lily would be upset about that. But something's got to give. Because this ain't it. Writers, Josh Griffin, whoever.
Mhm.
This doesn't make any sense. It has to be for a better purpose.
Yeah, and Gail Lewis, she said this whole November sweeps thing fell flat.
It was a snore.
Yep, I agree.
Like, I can't think of anything that was. I really can't.
Me either.
Like, even the stuff with Audra and Holden fell flat because they twisted the whole story about how they met.
Right, exactly. Exactly. All right, let's get on the bold. I think because we didn't really have anything else after that.
Mm-mm.
So on Monday on the Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge hired a new PR team. Bill makes a comeback, and someone sends Electra an alarming message.
Yeah. I was like, yawn. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I found it. I mean, I'm glad that Katie was like, okay, I understand. I am dealing with a lot, and this also goes to show that businesses will keep moving forward without you, no matter
Mm-hmm.
how long you stay at a company. Business is still business.
Exactly.
So I'm like, You might as well go over there with Bill because he's at least going to make sure that you have whatever top level position outside of PR over there. Same with Will. If he has some common sense and go over to his daddy's company, but there's really no loyalty over at Forrester. They hired a whole PR team, and they said, and they use the excuse like, "Oh, you're going through a lot. It's okay," because some people could use like trauma in their life and they use work as a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even think about that for her,
Nope.
but hey, they it shows that companies and everyone just moves on.
Yep. I mean, obviously, Ridge hired that PR team because there was a lot of it was a PR nightmare because of the fact that Luna used to work at Forrester. So there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
folks that was trying to find out more about Luna as a person in regards to this whole thing with her being an escapee from prison and all that stuff, and now getting hit by a car. So, and then we also saw Electra get a text message, which obviously, as the week progressed, we found out that it was what's that girl name?
Miss Dillon.
Miss Dillon. Yep. So nothing really sticks out.
She said she was the one who hit Luna. I
Right.
hit her with my car.
Girl, that
And
happened on, was it
Tuesday,
Tuesday? Yeah, I think that was Tuesday.
because they did the Thanksgiving episode on Wednesday.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think they would care.
Mhm.
They're more relieved that she's gone, allegedly. I don't believe she's gone, but
Yeah, that
they
that don't make sense to me. That's the only
and
thing about this here. It's like they're trying to make this into another storyline with this woman coming, because we saw the previews for the upcoming week where she's
mhm,
telling Finn, "I killed your daughter," and it's like most of these people don't even really care.
right, they would throw her a parade.
So I don't know why they're going down that route, because I thought they was about to pivot. In my, we finna pivot to something else, because obviously they're giving us a break from Luna and this whole thing. But now we're still talking about Luna connected to Miss Dillon.
And I'm like, is Finn about to snap or something? If what
Right.
happens if Sheila finds out? Will she snap when she finds out the person who ran over her granddaughter, or is there like another pivot to where Miss Dillon is helping Luna recover? Like it's like I get like the mystery aspect of it, but at the same time, that doesn't make
No sense.
sense. I mean, we still didn't get a body. There was no mentioning of cremation or anything regarding Luna. So I personally don't believe that she's gone. There's been plenty of exit interviews from bold actors, and then they magically reappear. Um, so I personally don't believe it. But what's the purpose of having Miss Dillon come back and she's the one who ran over Luna, as if this is going to be something they're going to throw her in jail for? They would protect her
Mm-hmm.
because they would see like, oh wow, you protected all of us. We're going to protect you. So, and I can't see Finn throwing that girl in jail, especially with Steffi in his
Right.
ear.
And I mean, do you actually, maybe it's a hit and run. So I don't know. Is she afraid that even though, Luna was a wanted person, is she afraid that she's going to get caught up in the hit and run? I just don't understand what Miss Dillon was thrown into this, and then you're trying, oh my God, I killed your daughter. It's like Finn never even. the only acknowledgement is the fact that he was her father and he left that bombshell with her months ago, almost a year ago, and she's been scrambling to get back to this man, and this man didn't want to have anything to do with her.
Yeah, I don't think he was really allowed to, but that's just my opinion. But I
Girl,
feel,
yeah, I agree with you on that. Go ahead.
but why now? What no
Mm-hmm.
one has thought about Miss Dillon, and I didn't realize that she had a whole friendship with Electra. Like something is just odd,
Mm-hmm.
and this makes me wonder if she even saw who she hit, because there's an assumption because she drove down that road, she knew she hit somebody. But being that no one has said that they identified Luna's body is what was in question for
Right.
me.
I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of, but we like. I mean, she's been, Lord, um, what's her name? Oh God,
Lisa Yamada.
yeah, Lisa Yamada did put out things about her leaving and stuff like that, but we've seen this happen before. I know you guys talked about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
In that regard, but yeah, I don't know. This whole thing was just weird to me with her and being so scared. And like somebody said in the chat, she did call the police. She was the one that called that said that something happened. She just didn't identify herself, I guess. So I don't know. It's weird.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I don't know
And,
what's up with that.
and they also, I remember the conversation from last week
Hmm.
with Chief Baker and like they were all talking about Luna, that her it was something about her face was not recognizable or beyond recognition because the damage was so bad. I
That
thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, girl. Who knows? By February sweeps, we might have a new Luna. Who knows?
And with the
Or
baby.
and a baby. Who knows? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought that was pretty deacon, pretty interesting. Um, let's see. Hold on. Wait, give me a second. Okay, and then on Tuesday, the confession happened. And then Will fills Katie in on that text message, which is an extension of the same storyline,
Mm-hmm.
And then Katie got a reaction to them hiring a PR team. Now, obviously, that was put in place to push Katie to go to Spencer's,
As
cause
she should. She
yeah, cause
keeps
she
saying her
like, well, wait a
Spencer
minute, I'll
family.
run a PR team and y'all go and hire somebody else. Well, excuse me?
It's their money.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. She's not a Forrester. She keeps saying for the past month now, our Spencer family. Then go over be with the Spencers. He will welcome her in any position, any capacity, president, VP, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Go be over there with your family because the Forresters show that you are replaceable.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
mean, they say it's a good thing that they're trying to look out for her. Sure, but we've seen how quickly they replace people.
Right.
I
Yep.
mean, we have Zende as a designer, and he was working on Hope for the Future. He's replaced with Deke. We have Thomas, who apparently doesn't exist over at the Forrester Creations office. It's just people are replaceable.
Right. I agree. I agree, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. That was pretty much on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, this whole dinner. So, I don't know. That scene was weird too with Ridge coming over there. Now, granted, I understand he wanted to spend Thanksgiving with his daughter and stuff, but they didn't expect this man.
No, we didn't expect them.
We didn't expect him either. And he's
The
like over there, well, I want to make sure you're good. Are you good, Taylor? I mean, and I'm like, okay. And I almost thought, like, here we go again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the spoilers, they said like, oh, Steffi's gonna have a special guest. We're thinking it's gonna be Deacon. We're gonna think with anybody. Rich. I'm like, okay, I can see him visiting. He stayed for them cooking. They had drinks. He stayed for the turkey. I'm like, you don't want to be with your precious wife
Right.
that you left Taylor for, but you're so concerned to see how she's doing. See, this is why I said he plays, he like being in the middle so much. And these women love taking their turns with this man.
Yep.
I'm,
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
like,
Yep.
I'm like, Brooke is possessive. You don't think that she wants to be with her husband for Thanksgiving? It's the first holiday she gets to share with her precious Rich.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, interesting. You already trying to avoid holidays with your wife. Huh.
Yeah, that was. I'm like, what are you doing here? And they were looking like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, there's like, we understand if you have to go, you have other obligations. He's like, oh, I'm just making my rounds. He stayed the entire time.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And then
But
across town over at Irgidino, Deacon is inviting. Well, first of all, Carter and Daphne was invited to stay for dinner, and that was weird to me because there was that whole conversation we've heard for months and months and months when Hope was in a relationship with Carter, and he was like, he's not good for my daughter. You need to be with Liam. I can't believe he betrayed you. That he's not this. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, so why are you trying to break bread with the same man that you were trashing over the past year?
Lauren St. Victor put a picture out of his confrontation with Deacon, Carter's confrontation with Deacon, where they fought in the office around the same time last year.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I even entertain having dinner with this man?
Exactly.
He physically assaulted Carter.
Yep.
And Carter didn't do anything. A whole woman kissed him. There's a number of things we can list off that Liam's done to Hope.
And shoot, Liam was going around trying to kiss Finn. I mean,
But wait, wait.
he gonna sit up there talking about how dare you? You betrayed my daughter. Daphne kissed him. But
Yeah.
nobody was saying nothing really. Well, Brooke tried to tell her to stay away from him, but still, your daughter did a lot of egregious things, sir, including
And
help steal a company.
helps still accompany, and also she's not with Liam due to her own
Right,
actions.
she chose to end that relationship. Liam was a good boy for about a good year or so. We didn't see
Yeah.
no flip flopping. We didn't start seeing a little hints of flip flopping until after Hope decided to come after
Yeah.
Thomas a couple 2.5 years ago.
And that's the season I'm watching right now, season 36. I paid the $2.99
Oh, you want
on
wait a
the
minute? You
gold
trying to get
channel.
in another awakening, girl?
I watched it from start to finish, especially since this Hope and Liam wedding's coming up. Her whole personality changed. Like, it was probably the realest Hope has ever been was with Thomas. Like, it's just so good to watch season 36. I skipped all the stuff with the CPS call and whatnot.
Okay.
I got right into the meat of that season, which is when she started to have feelings for Thomas. It is so good to watch back.
Mm-hmm.
But, writers, producers, Casey Castlebeck, Brad Bell, why are you not bringing Thomas back having Hope and Thomas as a couple was actually your peak as of
Yeah.
late with the show.
Yeah. I mean, they hit superstardom in
Yes.
2023 with that storyline. Yes, they
Like,
did.
I watched it during Thanksgiving. I was running through those episodes, seeing her spaz out in front of her mother, and like seeing Liam lose his mind. It is so good. It's like $2.99 was the best YouTube money I spent. Um, so if you guys want some entertainment, definitely watch season 36. It's eye opening. This is why I honestly feel that she's not even excited about this wedding to
Wow.
Liam now. Like she's a completely different person after she cheated. But anywho,
Yeah.
Deacon had a lot of nerve to put his hands on Carter when Liam has been back and forth with a whole other woman while dating his daughter
For
for years. He
decades.
married to
Right.
her for a decade. He got two children by different women, and and on top of that, she wasn't with Liam because she stepped out. And you're not
Right.
checking her for her actions, but you wanted to check Thomas. Like, just stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, please.
Exactly. And then, of course, Sheila got her toes painted a different color. She was excited about that. And then she was thanking Deacon for sticking around in the marriage, but she was even more grateful to Taylor for helping him stick around. And she was like, she means so much to me, more than you know. And he was like, yeah, me too. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, I you have a psychopath standing in front of you. I
With
don't know if
jealousy
you want to bark
issues.
up that other person's tree.
Yeah. And my thing is, Sheila, why are you bringing up Taylor? Why are you bringing up another woman in front of your husband so he can think about her?
And that's the thing. They lay it on so thick in the dialogue to get him to start thinking about Taylor. And they're trying to make it look like, oh my gosh, she's so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be back home. And they got her continuously saying that, but at the same time, it's triggering him. And she's also thinking, because we got that whole fantasy, if that's what you want to call it, a week or two ago, of Taylor dreaming about dancing with Deacon when Daphne was singing. So whatever.
I wanted to get excited about this coupling because season 36 had Krista Allen and the flirtation that Krista Allen had with Sean Keenan, like their characters. I would root for that in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, season 36 was eye opening because, in comparison to what we're seeing now, they need to regroup and get some things together because something's not working. But yeah, I wonder if this is going to be like a very slow burn and we won't see Taylor and
Well, I
Deacon
think
again
maybe they're
until
testing
February.
out the waters. So it's one thing if they probably are trying to see how the fans react. Hey, should we try to see what we can do with Deacon and Taylor? And the reviews are mixed. I mean, it's even mixed amongst us.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz I'm just not feeling this coupling in 2025 going into 26. Whereas Jay Money loves it. So,
Yeah, um, I'm just not on board yet.
yeah, me either.
Um, I'm hoping so. If this was Krista Allen,
Different
I would
story.
be. It's a different story. But no, and it's no shade to Rebecca Budig. I feel like certain actors have different chemistry. I would have liked to see her with a different guy,
Like Jack.
like Jack. Or it could have they could have brought in a brand new doctor or something, a fresh face,
Yep, they
anything.
didn't do it.
It's a missed opportunity, and I'm and I'll see how this rolls out. But I think it's going to be a slow burn. I think they'll probably She-Con is going to break up by February,
I
and
hope. Yeah.
I'm wondering if we'll see Luna reappear and she tries to cover it up, and that would be
The
the
end
nail in
of
the
it.
coffin.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess we'll have to see, girl. But that's all we
yeah,
really had.
yeah. That's all they gave us.
Yeah, with
Mm.
the 3 days, you know what I mean? So, all right. And then, of course, we got Beyond the Gates.
Mm-hmm.
And I really did they participate in sweeps this month? It doesn't. It just seems like they just have some good storylines going. It's not like a bottom is about to explode yet. The Winterfest, that's obviously going to happen the next few weeks. I'm assuming. So.
I think they're in a sticky position because I saw like some comments online. It's like, oh, this show is not going to last long with all these repeats. Well, the show for season one had 200 episodes. Season two is going to have more episodes. So they kind of have to shuffle around some different things just to make sure everything stretches out before the season renews in February.
Mhm.
But I don't really think so. I thought the Winterfest thing was going to be the big thing for their November sweeps, but I guess the only thing I can think of is like Danny and Andre, you know, falling in love with each other and they want to be together, and then Bill is having a change of heart, and um, that's really all I can
That's
think of.
right.
And Joey saying he loves Vanessa. Um,
Mhm.
that's really all I can think of.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. So we only got 2 episodes on Beyond the Gates. Um, Kat got 3 different offers when it comes to Thanksgiving plans.
Yeah.
We saw Isaiah and Eva get a little closer,
Mm-hmm.
and then we also saw Leslie meeting Malone.
It's a match made in heaven right there.
I know, right?
And
Now, here's my question about that. Is he truly trying to hit on Leslie, or is this him knowing who she is and is trying to get that last big catch? And
I
he's just
think
plain slow. I mean, plain like he don't know.
Um, I think it's not a surprise to anyone within the city or behind the gates or behind Fairmont Crest to know that she has money now. So that's not a new thing. And plus, he knows that Jacob was investigating that woman. So he's seen her face, her mugshot, all of those things. I think this man is money hungry and he's trying to create an exit plan.
Isn't he married
And
though?
I I think he's going to be part of her cover up plan
Okay.
regarding the stuff with Laura.
Wow.
And that's unfortunate for Laura because I think they're going to revisit this thing.
Mhm.
But I found it really interesting how this man tells you he's married and he don't want to deal with his wife at home, and then just like a good side chick,
Right.
she's entertaining this. I'm like, you be a side chick to another husband? You haven't learned anything?
Girl, girl. I was like, well, whoever is doing the writing, they got some devious minds.
Mm-hmm.
Some.
They play into every stereotype. I was like, she's a side chick again.
Mm-hmm.
Just proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if Leslie gets away with it. I'm wondering if this is going to expose both Leslie and Malone
Possibly.
for him being a dirty cop. And it's like I'm wondering if Jacob's going to get, kill two birds with one stone. And as Ted is getting closer to Leslie and everything, her getting caught up with the stuff that happened with Laura, if that comes into light and she gets charged for it and has to pay restitution, I'm hoping she becomes broke and penniless. And all that
Mm-hmm.
money goes directly to Laura for her harassing that girl and taunting her. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. And I mean, she's been scaring that girl for the last week or two. Every
Yeah.
time she come across her, we did see a scene where Laura tried to stand up for herself toward Leslie on the elevator, but this is going somewhere. I think
Oh,
they're going
yeah.
to revisit this whole thing because we haven't seen Laura in a while, and then all of a sudden she's back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that about this show. They just don't they have storylines where every character matters.
Mm-hmm.
And they might focus on certain things at one point, but they recircle back because they know the fans are going to have questions. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want it got to be justice for Laura. My goodness. And for Kat, because she spearheaded that whole entire thing. And
Um.
maybe she might get some respect from her daddy.
So Kat got an invitation from Ted and Tomas. Who's the third one? Her mom.
Yeah, to have dinner with the Duprees.
Right, and so she hightailed it out of town to go with Tomas. She was like, "Listen, let's just roll up out of here." He put the idea on the table, but that idea came after a threat from Bill.
Yeah, all of a sudden this man is saying like, "Oh, we need, more family-oriented partners with a strong bond at our firm." I'm like, "Sir, you forgot how you got your wife, but okay. You were in a 30 plus year marriage and you broke that up. Interesting." But Tomas wasn't even remotely thinking of that.
Mm-mm.
But it clicked on a little light bulb in his tiny little head. And now he's going to try to use this girl for his image to make it seem like he's able to climb the ladder. And I knew this is what he was going to do because he's using her, stair stepping for his success. He's doing the exact blueprint that Bill did.
Well, here's the thing: if Kat had to cut him off the moment that she found out that he slept with Eva, this would be a
Mm-hmm.
non-conversation.
Very true.
Eva should,
That's
I mean,
very true.
Kat should have cut him loose.
That I agree. I completely agree. And even if he were to get with Eva, it wouldn't resonate the same for Bill
Mm-hmm.
because Kat has prestige and status
Right.
as a Dupree, and it holds a different type of weight, same way it did for Bill getting with the Dupree.
Mm-hmm.
And Tomas made it very clear beginning of the series. He idolizes Bill. He's trying to follow the exact blueprint. So for him to say, "Oh well, Kat, we are serious and we're gonna let the world know, and we're gonna take trips and whatnot," I'm like, oh, just a social climbing, lying, just SOB. Don't like him.
Who, Bill?
No,
Oh,
Tomas.
Tomas, yeah. But the thing is, that's God.
That's Kat's fault.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
she
you
should have
get.
she cut him. She should have cut him loose. That man was defending Eva. That man slept with Eva, and then you still said, nope, he's mine.
And I
Even
understand,
consulted with Haley to keep him around.
and I'm like, I understand that you're not trying to lose anything else to Eva. However, this man took your virginity. This man was sharing personal details with your sister, regardless if it's your sister. He's sharing personal details about you without your knowledge. And she caught him in Eva's hotel room prior to them sleeping together.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting it about to get it on with Eva right then and there, and also coerce Eva to lie on his behalf. Like, he's a liar, he's a social climber, and she's gonna get burned the wrong type of way messing with him. But
Mm-hmm.
I think the end of the series, end of the season is gonna be he's gonna propose to Kat leading into season 2.
Mm. She need to say no.
I'm praying, Lord, give her a new man.
Yep. Then we also saw the conversation between Eva and Isaiah as they got closer.
Yeah,
And then we saw
I
Ted
think
try to be on the defense too.
I'm like, sit down, sir, sit down. I've Ted has become a joke. Like, anyway, I guess now he wants to play Father of the Year to Eva, but when they were sitting at that Thanksgiving table, Eva and Leslie were talking crap about Kat. He didn't do anything to defend his other daughter
Mm-hmm.
and be protective over her. He can miss me. Everything anything that comes out of the man's mouth is a joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Leslie was talking trash about it and he just sat there.
Yeah, like nothing happened. Like, oh well, are we gonna go to Martin's house? What?
Mm-hmm.
You need to check her. Like, if this was Nicole, he would have checked her for talking ill will about Eva. And
Mm-hmm.
and this is why it's so frustrating as a viewer the way that Kat is mistreated.
Yep. I
And she
agree.
can't have no one can defend her, not once. But she's always on the defense, and this is why some people don't like how she reacts. Some people react how they react. But they're pushed to a corner or pushed to a limit. He
Mm-hmm.
should have checked Leslie.
But it didn't happen.
Nope.
So, oh Lord, Ted. That I don't agree with. Now, don't let nobody talk crazy about one daughter and then you want to be able to defend the other one.
Right. And I'm like, what can he say to Isaiah? It's like, I
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure you're a good, upstanding man. I'm like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the other thing I don't like. Your daughter told you Eva slept with her boyfriend. Eva confirmed it. Why haven't we seen a scene where he approached Tomas yet?
Yo, writers, what's up with that?
Yes. So you're perfectly fine with her. So this is why it made no sense. So you're going to defend and protect Eva for a guy she just met, but you know that your other daughter has been involved with Tomas, and she vocalized and said, "Hey, this man cheated on me with my sister." All he can do and say is like, "Oh, well, I can't judge anybody."
Yeah, but at
Well,
the
you can't
same,
judge a lot of people, but that's your daughter. Shouldn't you want to protect her?
well, she needs to protect herself first. She still, I mean, she out of, it's like, um, Ted said, well, she's out of town with Tomas. She decided to continue to do this thing after she found out that that girl slept with him. I I hate
Yeah,
that for her, and I hate the way that this is written, but it's written as it is, so
yeah.
sucks.
Um,
Tuesday we had. Haley trying to get cozy with Isaiah. I'm like, Lord have mercy,
Mhm.
girl.
And she's just putting it out there. She don't care who sees it.
The Duprees have dinner at the club, and Bill Hamilton is feeling like he's being left out. So much so, he had to carry his butt over to the table and just say something.
And they were like, "Well, we don't want to keep you from your plans. We appreciate
Right. Have a nice
the
day.
way that
Going on
Anita
over there with your wife.
the way Anita handled him. I was like, okay, girl, I respect that. But he's having, buyer's remorse now. He said, I like hearing Vernon's speeches. It's like, oh, look at all the people there. Oh, it's a smaller crowd than usual. Why are you concerned?
Right.
Wasn't he the same man who said, like, I want nothing to do with the Duprees?
Yep. Same one.
But you want to ear hustle and listen to their conversation, all the speeches, and I'm like, just say you made a mistake.
Right.
It's okay just to admit defeat that way. Because I don't know what's about to happen. Because I'm like, she's been putting drops in his drink for what, like about a month or so.
It's been some weeks now. I'm like, is this
Yeah,
stuff you? We're not even seeing him have any symptoms.
symptoms. And maybe that's what's supposed to happen. I'm
But
like,
you know what? I have a feeling because he's the MC at this Winterfest, something's probably going to happen while he's up there.
yeah, he's gonna pass out and it's gonna be a major medical issue. And yeah, but the way she doesn't care. She just throwing herself at Isaiah. I mean, and I think he likes it too. And I think the karma that Eva's about to get is gonna be through Haley
I don't know
because she's
about that. That would be stupid on her part. I mean, she making a lot of stupid mistakes just by visiting Randy. But at Joey's
right.
place, but I mean, for her to be where you about to kill somebody
Hmm.
and about to inherit whatever money that he has in store for you. I thought they were supposed to try to get out to Bali or something.
Right. They were
Not
supposed to
hmm
make it quick.
right. I don't know. For her to be trying to get sidetracked with flirting with Isaiah. Girl, are you stupid? Or are you stupid?
She's stupid, but you saw Isaiah? We seen him on Sisters too.
Oh, by the way, the actor, I think he just got married too.
Yes, congratulations. Very lucky woman. She got that tall drink of water to herself.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Oof, good for her.
Um, yeah, and then we had Joey cooking up a surprise as well for Vanessa.
I know that they're messy and they're toxic, but they're dynamic. I look forward to them than I would ever Taylor and Deacon.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Cause, cause everything for the most part is upfront, minus what he did to her husband. But she is so far gone. Whatever he was doing to this woman in the bedroom, she done lost her mind. She's a whole madam.
Mm-hmm.
She went from being a client to a madam
Right.
and comfortable doing money laundering too. Like, she loves this man. I think she fell in love with this man. Even when what's that man's name? Dougie Fresh. Even when Doug was around.
You love calling that man Dougie Fresh.
That's the only way I'm able to remember it. I
Dougie
always
Fresh.
I have nicknames for every last one of these characters.
Oh Lord.
Every single look. I'll probably share it towards the end of the year, but yeah. But I don't mind them together. At least she owns it. She said, "Look, I'm not getting rid of him. He means the world to me. I need him right now." She moved this man into her home. less than a couple of weeks after her husband passed.
Mm-hmm.
He is tearing that up, and she losing her mind. Like, whatever it is, like she said that he was the whole total package. I guess so. I mean, could you imagine if Brooke was on here if she got a hold of Joey?
Mm-hmm.
Would she be
Girl,
saying
I could
she'd be
see,
saying
I
her
could see
destiny?
Brooke with Joey.
She wouldn't be saying anything about no destiny.
Right. That's Dusty Destiny. Woo.
Exactly. Like it would have been something completely new and something strange for Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought the only part I don't like is that she pushes her kids away because she should have been with her kids for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yep. 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 She sure should have, cause she definitely was like, "Oh yeah, y'all have a good time. I'm okay. You don't." I'm like, wow.
You don't want to see
That's,
your
you know what? Here's the
babies?
crazy thing. If I tried to do that with these two that's in my room blowing, I mean, in the front of my house blowing up music, they'd be like, "Ma, what's wrong? What do you mean you don't want us to come there? Oh, we're coming. Something going on."
Right. Exactly. And like the kids should at least feel the presence, at least with their mother, especially
Mm-hmm.
if they just lost their father less than 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vanessa, I mean, that's how you know it's really, really crazy good whatever he's doing to her because she don't even care to be a mother.
Mm-hmm. Nope. She is igmatized.
Yes, I mean, good lord,
And
he
she's a,
outperforming
you know what?
Thomas.
She's also attracted to the toxicity, the dark side, and the chaos of his lifestyle. She's the type of, that's why she has so many affairs, because her according to her life was boring. So now
Yeah,
you with somebody like Joey who got all types of chaos, and he's that bad boy energy that she's looking for. She's like, okay, I'm good. I only need him. You see, she's not sleeping around no more.
right. And there was a meme that I saw, the little video meme where it said like Vanessa's finally sleeping with her own husband,
Oh my
and
god.
and he never, the only time Doug got him some, but
Right.
Joey was been getting it any and every which way he can,
Mm-hmm.
like it's nothing, and she's happy. So I don't know, crazy dynamic.
Very much so. I'm like, girl, you ought to be. And my thing is them kids. How you just gonna diss them like we were just talking about? Because you don't want them all up in your business with what you got going on as being a madam.
Being a madam, moving this strange man into your home, your family home,
Mm-hmm.
money laundering,
All
like
types
you're
of
putting
stuff, girl.
right, you a whole criminal for this man. It's that good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Danny tried to cook. She almost burned her kitchen down, and Andre to the rescue. We saw
With some
that
Chinese food.
and some Chinese food. She tried to cook and set the whole house on fire. Well, almost, her stove at least. We saw Jan and Ashley try to enjoy the day together. Mona arrives. They do some shopping. I'm getting sick. I know Derek did something stupid, but they need to stop making it look like he did something egregious. Because honestly, I think it's all up to perception. Because if he had a came in and walked right in, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? On his wedding days, there would be some women that thought that was a beautiful thing.
Right.
She made it negative because her intentions about the whole situation was wrong. Her intentions was, and when it blew up in her face, instead of taking accountability, and Naomi for a minute was helping her escape it. um, she wanted to project that onto Derek. Go ahead. What you about to say, girl?
Um, I agree with that 100%. But the writing for Ashley, they make it seem like she could do no wrong. Even when she broke up with Derek after he moved in and
Mm-hmm.
he scratched the refrigerator and everything, the writing was still in her favor, to where even Naomi said, like, oh, you need to make things right with Ashley. She kicked him out for no reason. And then Andre was the same way. It's like, well, he should have known better what you liked and what you needed. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this really weird, wonky writing. I don't know. But whoever he's paired it with now, that lady that was he was kissing with on her couch, I was like, ooh, who was that?
Right. I wish he was. I'm like, and we talked about that week, and I was hoping that he was like, hey, let me just move on my life. Ashley don't know what she wants, and she been playing me or whatever. When it comes to Andre, and he was like, no, 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 I'm still in love with Ashley. I'm like, oh, but obviously he need to detox that, because that would be not a good thing if he still have feelings for one person and being with somebody else. So
Right.
he need to clean up unfinished business emotionally.
Absolutely. Hopefully he will. Hopefully.
Yep.
Anything.
Yep, yep, yep. Let me see what else we had. Oh, June got to have dinner with the kids.
That was beautiful.
Yep.
This is my favorite, one of my favorite families on the show, my favorite storyline. This was beautiful. They all
Mhm.
came together, they all welcomed her. I loved this for June.
Yeah, and
Now I just want her
especially
to find a love
Smitty,
interest.
because he was really against this. And so
Mm-hmm.
finally his heart softened up over time, where he can now, include June as being or just having a connection with the kids that she gave birth to.
Even Tyrell
Right.
softened up.
Yep.
This was a turn of events, and I think what's going to end up happening, I'm hoping so, is maybe she might move in with them.
She might what now?
Move in with them.
With them at the with Smitty and Martin?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
think they might do that. Because as of right now, we don't know where she's at.
Mhm.
And since this is Tyrell's last year with Samantha got one more year left, and it's clear she needs her mom or motherly
Mhm.
figure. I think they can do that,
Yep.
and plus also give Ted a reason to start coming around there too, outside
Yeah.
of just Aubrey James.
That is true. That is true. So that was all we had for the 2 days. There was still a lot more to talk about in those 2 days, than what we might have had to talk about on the other two shows that had 3 days.
You know what I'm mad about? Canada got a full week of Beyond the Gates.
New episodes?
New episode. Keisha put that in the chat.
How did
They
she
got
see the episodes?
no. I know I think she's probably was looking for it too, but I was trying to look for those episodes. They got brand new episodes for Beyond the Gates. A whole
Wow.
week.
Wow. Wow.
I guess
I
they
kind of want to hunt that down, but I don't know where to find it.
like I checked like the blogs. I checked so many different places, like the usual places,
Mhm.
but nope. Like Canada got full episodes. I'm
Wow.
like, good lord. And sometimes YouTube will post like clips of those episodes
Mhm.
that would that airs over there. But yeah, if you're in Canada, hope you enjoyed it. Get a whole full
Wow.
week.
That's crazy. Well, okay. Man,
I
maybe I have
was,
to do
I
some
was so
digging.
mad.
I gotta do some digging.
So mad.
Wow. All right. Well, that's all that we had had for this week. It was a short week. We still gonna do our last segments. Flip the script. Who's taking several seats? Star of the week, pickle of the week, and star and Simple Olympics. So who do you have for Y and R for flipping, or what do
Oh,
you have?
uh, flipping. I would just love it if Kane didn't really care about Lily's feelings because she sure as hell didn't.
I get yeah, exactly.
Like,
I kind of wish that they would have had a better reaction to Phyllis when she gave her respects to Danny and Christine, especially Michael. If anybody
yeah,
in that room, it should have been Michael saying, "You know what? I'm proud of you for that." They Michael tried to get her up out of there.
yeah, I agree.
So I wish they had would have had Michael. If anybody say, "You know what? I don't know whether it was true or not, but that was some really nice things to say to Danny and Cricket." It looks like you're making steps to move on and move forward with your life. But kudos to you, and he did none of that. I'm like, yeah, but if that was Victor, you'll be licking his boots.
Oh, absolutely. Polishing them, lace them up, everything. Smelling the dirty socks, all of it.
Girl, you are a fool. You know that,
You know
right?
it's true. You know he would
I
do.
know. That's why I said he'd be licking his boots.
Ugh,
Man.
pitiful.
All right, what you flipping on, Bold?
Um, this whole Miss Dillon thing, I would have loved for it to have been more of a real, like a reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let this actually be like some sort of mystery, especially since they left uh, the the whole police chase
Mm-hmm.
thing open ended to where it could have been anybody who could
Mm-hmm.
have ran Luna over or something. But it is what it is.
Yep. Um, I kind of I don't understand why that whole thing happened with it's two things. Ridge coming over there for Thanksgiving, which, I can kind of because of the fact that that's his kid, but why not, usually couples attend things like this together, but he left Brooke at home, so okay, I guess. And then the other thing, this whole weird thing with Deacon and bringing over wanting to have Daphne and Carter stay over there. It's like, why? Stay true to the
Right.
game. Don't use about the karate chop me in the neck a year ago. And then you going to turn around and say, hey, come sit down and break bread with me. No.
Yeah. No way. Absolutely not.
Mm-mm. All right. What are you flipping on BTG?
I wanted Ted to be a father and defend his other daughter
That's a good one.
in front of Leslie. That should have been chin checked right then and there.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Man, that's probably what I would have flipped too. He should have said something. Hey, don't you sitting up here. I understand you might not like my daughter, but I don't want you to talk about her.
Right.
He should have
Especially
said
in my
something.
presence.
Exactly. That's like a slap in you. But see, she don't care. Leslie gonna do and say what Leslie gonna do. So,
Yep.
um, beyond the gates. All right. Who's taking seats? Young and the Restless.
Oh my goodness. Everybody at Danny and Christine's wedding acting high and mighty as if they haven't done anything, any crimes, any cheating, any scandals in Genoa
Right.
City. They lost their mind.
I know, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna give Lily Pooh a seat.
Yep.
She can
Oh,
get one.
she's getting a lot of recognition.
I know, right? Who's taking seats on Bold?
Oh my goodness. Brad Bell and Casey Castlebeck, just the writing, producing. We need more than this. Now you have a show with no villains,
Yeah,
and there's no real storyline arcs coming up. And I
yeah.
heard they're revisiting this fashion feud between Eric.
Oh
in
yeah,
Ridge.
next week. Yep.
I'm like, y'all haven't learned anything.
I'm gonna have Miss Dillon take a seat because it's like, what's the purpose of this? And obviously, it's the writing, but okay. Go talk to the cops. Why are you sending cryptic messages to Electra? What's she gonna
Of
do?
all people.
Like, girl, go sit down and reevaluate your thoughts. Maybe you should be talking to somebody else, not Electra.
Right.
All right, and then who's taking seats on BTG?
I'm going to give Bill a seat. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, Bill this time around because he gave up that same family and broke it up for a woman just to sit alone at a table. And this is what he gets.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna sit there all alone with the whole scammer, schemer trying to plot on him and take his money. That's what he gets.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Ted a seat for what you said earlier about letting Leslie just say what she want to about Kat. It's like, are you serious right now? You gonna let this girl
Right.
talk trash about your daughter? Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not a good look.
Nope.
Star of the week. YNR.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna give it to Michelle.
Okay.
Like the way that Wednesday's episode, the way that she got came together. I don't know. I just love this shift for Phyllis. It's messy, but she's always been messy.
Yeah, I'm agree with
But
that. Michelle been cutting up lately. And
yeah,
the
with the
way
love
she's able to
scenes.
get into them love scenes with a body like hers, you go
Yeah,
ahead on, girl. You get the star.
dude, absolutely.
Any stars on bold?
Um, the plants.
Oh Lord, you
I'd give it something.
the plants, girl. You funny.
There were some cute plants and some decor.
Mhm.
You know that it deserved recognition.
Mhm. I guess, girl. I can't even think of a star of the week on YNR. I mean, on bold. I'm sorry. Dang, that's crazy. And then,
Yeah.
oh, girl, what was that?
Oh, something that fell off of my desk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then Beyond the Gate star.
Um, the actress who plays June,
Okay.
I think deserves a
Yes,
star
she
this
did.
week.
Yes,
This
she
was a
did.
beautiful scene. I'm a huge fan of this character.
Yep, I agree with that. I can co-sign on that one. Pickle of the week, YNR.
Kane,
Mm-hmm. Lily.
I'm sorry. Yeah, big disappointments. Just like ugh. And
Mm.
Adam, give Adam a pickle too. He skirted away from the seat, so he can definitely get that too. That pickle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Pickle of the week, bold.
This week
Yeah,
nothing happened.
I'm gonna give
So
it. Yeah, that Deacon scene. I was like, dude. And then the fact that you. I know you're trying to tote the line and you in that marriage, but you having thoughts about Taylor. Yeah. Mm-mm.
it's not good for your health, sir. You know who
Mm-mm.
you with.
No. We know he want to give his pickle to Taylor, but he need to keep that pickle at home.
She might take it.
Right. All right, and then we have our Shimp Olympics.
Simp of the week.
Simp Olympics.
Simp Olympics.
And this one might be because it was a short week, so
Can I combine medals?
okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna give bronze to Kyle
Mm-hmm.
for using his baby to try to lure that girl in. He knew right then and there she didn't want to be over there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm going to give silver to Michael for his whole reaction, how he's trying to cape for 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 Lauren, and completely forgetting about his other friend. But gold and platinum and cosmic is going to go to Kane this week.
Okay. Oh, he getting all three, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle definitely gets one. Kyle is in that
Mhm.
whole category. Kane is in that whole category. And I'm gonna give it. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna give it to Vanessa because you're not even willing to spend time with
Oh, that's a
Thanksgiving.
good one.
You didn't even want to spend Thanksgiving with your kids because you're trying to get up under Joey.
That's a really good one. She would get gold.
Right.
That's just crazy.
How can you do that? That's mm. And not knowing that this man killed their father.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
But yep. She just wrote it off. By
Mm-hmm.
the time she marries him, she'll find out. Will she leave him? Nope. This
Nope.
is going to enhance the toxicity, and she's going to be perfectly fine with it. Watch.
And then what about the Lily Award?
Oh, Lily earned her own reward.
Oh yeah, Lily definitely got that. Next week we'll have more people in that boat.
Oh yeah, but the 2 weeks in a row, she's earned her own award.
Yep, that's why it's named after her.
She gives it purpose every single chance she gets.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone's confused about the Lily Award, Monday's episode, Phyllis gives a really detailed breakdown of why Lily gets that award.
Mm-hmm. Phyllis hands Lily her face. And it
Oh
was a beautiful
yes.
thing to watch.
Oh, it was so necessary. It was a face crack, and Lily couldn't say much of anything.
Nope. Because she was speaking facts.
Oh yeah.
Big facts. All right, you guys, we're gonna end it right there. Unless you got anything else, Bree.
Oh no, I'm all set,
We had a
and we got to
short
get everything ready
week.
for.
You ready for
Yeah.
bed? You got. I know you got an event in the morning, so I know. And on
Mm-hmm.
the East Coast, it's like 20 minutes to midnight. So I'm not gonna keep you guys this long or any longer. I know I started a little bit late, but girl, we did all of this in an hour and 52 minutes.
Not surprising. That's all they
Yep,
gave us.
that's all they gave us. And so we'll be back on track with the recaps and the standalones and everything now that everything has seemed to calm down until Christmas. So stay tuned for those because I know you guys are like, dang, what happened to the recaps? It's been a crazy 2 weeks. So, yes, Monday, all of the birthdays will be behind me. 2025 is sealed up after Sunday. And not until next year, we'll do it all over again. But yeah, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming. So, all right,
Yep.
you guys have a good night and continue to enjoy this Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully, you had time to spend time with your family and friends, or enjoy your days off from work, and maybe even got some shopping in. So, have a safe holiday. I know we got a huge snowstorm coming. It's supposed to be here about 3 a.m., which is to be in the
Oh,
next 3 to 4 hours. We're supposed to get 6 to 9 inches. I hope not. The skies have been pretty clear all day. I'm just hoping, but the radar is showing otherwise. So,
oh, stay warm.
yeah, it's like 23 degrees right now.
Oh, I'm not gonna say the temperature down here.
Yeah, girl, you in Florida. It's probably about 80 degrees down there. That sounds lovely.
Actually, it's about 60, but still, it's a little cool for us.
I know you
I'm
used
not
to
gonna
live in
say
Indiana, so you don't miss this weather.
no. I didn't. I put up 18 years in Indiana. Grew up in the snow, and yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. My
I'm
son, he doesn't even like the cold like that. He's a true Floridian.
Oh my God. Girl, listen, I wish we had 60 right now. That would be great.
I'll send some heat up your way.
All right, girl. All right, you guys, make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until next time, we will see you guys later. Bye, Soapies.